You ask me why I walk barefoot in the mornings and never let my shadow fall behind me. Sit. Let me tell you a story that still echoes in the wind that whistles past the millet fields of Kuno village. This happened many years ago, but the path of a story never fades from the ground it walked. There was once a boy named Oluwasun, but everyone called him Sun. He was the son of Mama Ajoka, the finest weaver in our village, and a woman who could cook a pot of egusi stew so rich the aroma would humble the palm trees. Sun, though, was not content with what he had. He wanted more than his father's old sandals, more than his mother's steaming bowls of yam porridge, more than the laughter of his siblings around the fire. He wanted to be important. Seun's longing grew like an itch under his skin. He would sit under the mango tree by the schoolhouse, watching traders pass on their way to the big market in Oyo, their donkeys heavy with calabashes, spices, radios, even mirrors. Mirrors. To Seun, that was magic. Now in our village, they say never to speak your wishes aloud under a new moon. But Seun was alone one night, frustrated after losing a race to his older cousin, and under that dark sky he shouted, "I would give anything, anything, to never be ordinary again." The wind rustled strangely in the bushes. A voice calm and silky answered, "Even your shadow?" Seun turned. A man, if you could call him that, stood by the udala tree. His eyes were too still, and his feet made no prints in the dust. "A shadow is just a weight," the stranger said. "You carry it and gain nothing." "What would I gain instead?" Seun asked, still breathless from running. The man's smile stretched too wide. "Speed, strength, the respect of all who see you." Seun didn't think. He stepped forward. The stranger whispered something and snapped his fingers. Seun felt a tingle across his back, and just like that, his shadow was gone. For a while, everything the man promised. At the village wrestling competition, Seun tossed the local champion like a gourd. He could outrun a goat and climb the tallest iroko tree without so much as a scratch. The other boys looked at him with fear and envy. Even the elders began to greet him with hesitant respect. But soon strange things began to happen. Chickens would not come near him. His mother's cat hissed and hid every time he entered. Little children cried when he walked past. People began whispering. At first it was, "That boy Seun is gifted." Then, "He is not like us." And finally, "He is cursed." One evening during the festival of Ogun, everyone gathered in the square. The drummers played their hearts out, and the dancers spun like wind through dry leaves. Sun stepped forward to join, but when the firelight hit him, there was nothing behind him, no shadow. Gasps rose, mothers pulled their children away. Even his own mother stepped back. "Seun," she whispered, "what have you done?" He ran. He ran past the compound, past the cassava fields, into the forest where the old ones say spirits walk when the moon hides. He wandered for days, eating berries, drinking from streams, calling out for the stranger, but no one came. He ran past the compound, past the cassava fields, into the forest where the old ones say spirits walk when the moon hides. He wandered for days, eating berries, drinking from streams, calling out for the stranger, but no one came. On the fourth day, tired and starving, Seun met an old hunter named Baba Maja, who sat sharpening his spear near a dying fire. "Sit, boy," the man said, not looking up. "You traded something that could not be sold." Soon fell to his knees. "I want it back." "I didn't know. I didn't know it mattered." Baba Maya spat into the fire. "Your shadow is not just darkness. It is the weight of your actions. Without it, the earth does not know how to carry you." "How do I get it back?" Seun pleaded. "You must walk where your shadow once fell," the hunter said. "Retrace your steps, right the wrongs, ask for forgiveness, not from the spirit who took it, but from the people who saw it leave." And so he did. He returned to the village, not as a hero, not as a wonder, but as a boy. He helped the old women fetch water. He repaired the broken fence of the schoolyard. He cooked for his siblings and listened to his mother's silence until it became a song again. Months passed. One morning as he walked to the stream, Sun saw something move beside him. At first he thought it was a lizard, but no. It was long, and it moved as he moved. His shadow had returned. Not all at once, no, but inch by inch, day by day. With every kind act, every moment of humility, it stitched itself back to his heels. Now Sun is a man. He farms, he tells stories, and he never walks without feeling the ground behind him. He teaches the young ones, there is power in greatness, but even more in belonging. And me? I was one of the children who cried when I saw him that night, but now I follow his path in the mornings. And like I said, I never let my shadow fall behind me.